right, hold on. I had to cut into a song here. You guys are a bunch of asses. Let me just read a couple things here, okay?
All right.
Mark from Jersey, you're an effing tool, you big freaking loser. Rick, get Rick in here. Mark from Jersey, hey, Open Ant, that Big Willie Pop bit was on Howard already. God, you have to just keep stealing bits, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hold on. I want to call all these losers out. There's millions of them. They're just sitting here waiting. That Big Willie Pop bit has already been played on Stern 10 billion times. God, can you get original?
Oh, get original.
Okay.
Oh, boy, we can't, I guess.
In the studio, Rick, the producer of our radio show. Rick, who came up with the Big Willie Pop bit?
Let me think a second. I remember hearing that. Me. I came up with that.
It's Rick's bit that Howard has stolen.
And who's the chick? Who's the chick?
Let's see. One of the female voices, the one who's sucking on it when it pops is, what's her name? It's my wife, Linda.
Right. And it isn't a different version. It is the same one.
It's the only version.
Howard is playing Rick's bit.
Right.
That is the one Rick did. So if anyone was stealing a bit or playing a bit that belonged to someone else, Howard played that, and it's Rick's bit.
Right. See, it's so hard to believe that your king rips off other jocks, but you know what? The fact is he does, you losers.
But he told us that it was his.
You losers.
It's so funny how they got to email in and say, we can't get original. That's pretty original. It's Rick's.
Hey, Mark, what are you going to say now? It's Rick's bit with his wife on the bit, you ass.
And my
but
buddy
Howard doesn't rip off anyone. Sure, he's perfect, you loser.
And my buddy Steve doing the voice of Clinton.
There you go.
Great.
And that's not the only one that he plays over there that has originated from our show. Trust me. Trust me on that one.
But then we play it. We play our own stuff.
We play our own stuff, and we're ripping him off.
Because he took it and played it on his show. That's hysterical.
Back to the music. Loser.
I'm going to have some sushi today and bitch about Howard.
If Jackie the Joke Man's listening, or if anyone knows Jackie the Joke Man, you really got to tell him to keep his voice down when he's having sushi at the Fuji restaurant.
I'm everything.
On 56th Street. Ben and I were 2 tables behind you, hearing you bitch about every single person that works at K-Rock.
I write everything that Puppet Howard says.
I'm being polite by not talking about it because I feel bad that he didn't realize I was 2 tables away as he's bitching about the money he doesn't make.
I want money!
And that he's the whole show. and that Billy West was brilliant.
Well, I
heard it all today, Jackie. Keep your mouth down next time you're in a sushi restaurant on 56th Street. Back to the tunes. It's AC/DC 102.7 WNEW. 102.7 WNEW. It's Opie and Anthony. Beastie Boys, Sabotage, AC/DC before that. Having lots of fun today. 212-757-1027 if you have anything for the program. Let's go to Greg and see what he has today. Greg, what's up, man?
Yo, what's happening, bro? Hey, I was listening to you guys talking about hearing Howard playing the bit. He was playing a really, really bad, I guess you'd call it like a remake of the old lady calling the hardware store for the clock.
Yeah, that's our...
anybody hear anything about that? It wasn't your version. It sounded like some blatantly gay man trying to do the same thing.
We could explain that one, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Ant did a prank call to a hardware store. If Rick's around, if he could find the caulk bit, it'd be greatly appreciated.
I wish I taped the other one. I'd send you a copy of it. It was almost offensive. It was so bad.
We could completely prove it, because now every time we play our bit, the caulk bit, which is much funnier than the one Howard plays, everyone calls us and says, hey, you're ripping off Howard. That was on Howard's show. It's Howard's bit. Well, let's explain it to you, okay? When we were in Boston, because that's where it makes sense, because it's a Boston accent saying the word caulk, okay? Mm-hmm. So we called a hardware store, making believe we're an old lady looking for a caulk, okay? Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Makes sense if you're in Boston. It makes everyone laugh really hard, okay? Red Peters, who is a very good friend of our show.
Very familiar with Red Peters.
And he's been on Howard's show as well.
Yeah.
When we put out our CD, Demented World, unfortunately, we did that bit right after we put out the CD. But Red Peters came to a bunch of our signings going, man, that cook bit.
I like that cook.
And all right, and he would do all the lines from our prank calling stuff, okay? You fast forward a couple of months, Red Peters is on Howard's show, and Red did the bit for Howard.
Oh. Yeah. That's how that happened. It's why he knows he doesn't even acknowledge you guys anymore. He's always, he's always been ranking on everybody who he feels is competition to him.
Whatever. I mean, I don't care either way, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to the crap when it's not true. I mean,
I leave him on my alarm clock, so I actually have to get up and shut it off.
I mean, the Big Willie Pop bit that we just played because Hillary's in the news and stuff is Rick's bit, our producer's bit. It's his wife on the bit.
Oh, I remember hearing it a year and a half ago.
All right, and Howard plays it because Rick, I guess, sent a copy before he started, working with our show or something. I don't know how that actually happened. Is that how it was, Rick? I'm not going to sit here and, lie about it. But, all right, Rick sent a copy over to Howard. They play it all the time, but it's Rick's bit.
Yeah, I was unemployed at the time, but I was...
what pops up next.
I was sending out bits to Opie and Anthony, and that actually, I think you guys got that first.
We did whatever. We
played it first in Boston.
Whatever. I don't even...
And then Gary
I'm not debating. I thought I'd point it out. I didn't know if anybody else picked up on it.
But a lot of people pick up on the Quark one, too, and that, I swear that's all.
It sounded like Bill the old man trying to do the bit.
Right. Well, we're trying to find it so we can play it really fast for...
Right, hey.
It's on one of the Boston CDs. I mean, it's a really old bit that we did. All right, Greg, thank you.
All right, hey, you guys rocking. The rock eats ass.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
Bye.